all I'll say is this. If Gallup can get back, we gonna be dangerous. What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk, right back. Like I never left. Happy Sunday. Happy Easter Sunday. I hope you and your families are doing well, whether you celebrate Easter or not. I just hope you're enjoying the holiday weekend, getting a chance to relax. You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes good to just fall back and chill, clear your mind, not be too overly invested. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, look, y'all know me. I do Cowboys content almost 365 days a year. So sometimes it's good to take a break. Went to the ATL with the family this weekend. It was good. Took my daughters to see Super Mario. It was good to just relax a little bit, you know. But we back like we never left. And let's talk about Michael Gallup. The reason why this came up to me is, you know, first and foremost, we've been talking about Michael Gallup for a minute because he felt like he didn't reach his potential. And you can say that's maybe due to injury. You know what I'm saying? I know he was nicked up a couple times, but the ACL thing really derailed everything. It really derailed everything. I don't know if he's ever had the full chance that we wanted him to have. You know? I feel like at his peak powers, Michael Gallup would have been a great two in this league. A great two. You know? Well, a good two. Let's say a good two. 1,100 yards is his top season, 66 receptions, something like that. 16 yards a catch. Like an incredible second year, I believe. You know, was it second or third? I think it might have been third. But, you know, the last 2 years, 400, like 80 yards, 440 yards, something like that. He just hasn't been able to get there. And obviously, the ACL injuries are sandwiched in between that. And you're just saying, well, that's why. But, you know, sometimes injuries kind of derail careers, you know. But I was sitting back and watching highlights of Gallup. And this came up because there was a question posed about who's the best duo in the NFC, right? Or the NFC East, rather. And you got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and you have C.D. Lamb and Brandon Cooks. And you're like, who? Because Brandon Cooks is definitely a amazing veteran. 6+ thousand yard seasons, 9 years in the league. Like, gets busy. No matter what the quarterback, no matter what the team, I'm going to get my G. Like, proven. You want to say proven? He is proven. You know what I'm saying? You can say all this hate about why he ain't with the same teams. It don't matter. He's proven. No matter where he go, he get his numbers. No matter who throwing him the ball, he get his numbers. So Cooks is proven. Devontae Smith been balling. Can't hate on him. I know you're Eagle. A.J. Brown had a phenomenal season. Phenomenal season. Can't hate on him neither. You know, even though we hate on the Eagles around here. But I'm not hating on them for the purpose of this exercise. Let's just keep it real. Right? Now, we know what C.D. Lamb did. Second team All-Pro. Phenomenal season as well. Put respect on Lamb's name, especially a lot of y'all that was acting like Lamb could not get it done. So I'm looking at the duos, and that's a conversation maybe for another day. Maybe we'll talk about another day. I say, well, what about the trio, though? Because now, because of the acquisition of Brandon Cooks, we now put Michael Gallup to the third receiver, 1 full year removed from the ACL. And I'm thinking if he can get back to 80% of what he used to be, he's a top 5, top 10 third receiver in his league. Like Gallup can be like that as a third receiver, as a third option, on a third corner. I feel like it's a mismatch most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Michael Gallup still can toe tap, still can high point the ball. He showed that last year. His change of direction was affected. Coming back to the ball, comeback routes and things like that. Stopping on a dime. Running straight, jumping up and stuff like that was kind of there. But, you know, the ACL affected him some. And some of it might be mental. He might be fully healed and just mentally couldn't get out of his head last year. We saw that with Dak with the ankle injury, remember? So, I'm thinking, like, yo, if Gallup would be a good two at the peak of his powers. A good two. A solid two. A respectable two. On most teams in the league. Maybe not the Bengals or something like that. But on most teams, he'd be a respectable two. You know, you got the Waddles and the Devontae Smiths of the world and the Boyds you know, it's a lot of great other receivers on other teams. So let me not just throw Gallup to the top like he's better than a lot of other receivers. But at a 3, you can't name me a bunch of 3s that you just going to throw Gallup out the window for. Like Michael Gallup as a 3? That's it. Now, that's not trip. Because as great as Michael Gallup has been, 2 years of decline in a row, injury and no injury, teams started to be like, I got to get some insurances. Enter the NFL draft. And we've talked about it. Quentin Johnston's on the Cowboys' radar. Zay Flowers. And Jackson Smith and Jigma. You know he's on the radar. I mean, why wouldn't you think about taking him if he fell to you somehow? Hyatt. Like, we're looking at receivers. Oh, Josh Downs. Like, we're looking at receivers. No question. So Gallup has to show up. This isn't even like, oh, if he can show up, we're going to be good. If not, we got to. No. We're going to add another receiver regardless. So either Michael Gallup is going to show up, push that receiver to 4th, and the other receiver is going to have to fight for playing time, or the injury has gotten him. He just can't get out the blocks like he used to. And that would be messed up, but it's true. And then we have to go ahead and just let the rookie start getting more playing time. I'm sure Gallup, because of seniority and things like that, he's going to get the start. They'll be the 3. But if we draft Johnston, it's going to be hard to keep that young man off the field. You know what I'm saying? CD solidified. Brandon Cooks is solidified. Now, he ain't taking a snap for us, but his track record lets you know, veteran, I'm going to get busy. So that's that third slot, unless we run at 4 receivers, which you can sometimes, but I'm just saying, you're going to have to fight for that third spot. Now, I have faith that Gallup can get back. I'm not going to hold the injury season against him just because I was hyped thinking that Michael Gallup was going to come back and flourish in those situations, like in that situation. That's more on me than him. The team pushed him. I think he should have took his time. But when you get rid of Amari Cooper and Cedric Wilson, and you don't have nobody but Noah Brown and James Washington, and Dennis Houston, and you haven't done anything to shore up the receiving position, you feel obligated. Considering you just signed a contract, I need to be out there earning my money, being there for my team. I respect that, but it was more hurtful than it was good. But we really ain't had no other options. Before you go crazy about why we got to add all these weapons for Dak, CeeDee Lamb and a possible. That was what we dealt with last year. I don't want to hear Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz sat on the shelf for almost 2.5 weeks. No one wanted to sign him. And the Texans gave him a pity deal. A 1-year pity deal. If he's so great, he should have got a multi-year deal from a team instantly. That's a fact. Noah Brown, no slight to him, but, he's a 3 at maximum. At max, that's the peak of his powers. He's a 3 and not better than Gallup. You feel me? We know Gallup coming off the ACL. Dennis Houston shouldn't be on the NFL team. James Washington couldn't get on the field because he was injured. Like, this is what Dak was dealing with. T.Y. Hilton came in the last couple of weeks of the season, and he still got busy. He was pressing. That's why he threw those interceptions. But I got a video coming about that tomorrow. Mike Marsh dropped an incredible video about Dak Prescott. A non-biased video, too, breaking down every interception from the one in the 49ers game all the way to the beginning. And I don't need to show the video. Y'all want to go see it, check it out. But I'm going to talk about those things because I feel like it's great context. And shout out to my boy Space Cowboy. Space dropped a video on it already. But sometimes you got to just give your 2 cents. It ain't about being first all the time. Sometimes it's about just giving your opinion because you want to get it out there. And I salute to Space, salute to Mike Martz, but I got to give y'all my take on it too. I just ain't had time to get to it. I'm gonna get to it tomorrow. But right now, oh yeah, and while I was recording this, Odell Beckham Jr. is now a Raven. How you feel about that? Signed for $15 million with $3 million incentives, he can make up to $18 million. And I ain't gonna lie to you. As many videos I make about Odell, I ain't want to give him that much money. I've probably been a little frustrated if we gave him that much money. Get your money, King. I'm not mad at him getting his money, but I feel like we dodged a bullet. Brandon Cooks, right now, Odell Beckham are going to get similar, Cooks probably going to get better production. It is what it is. Still he's faster than Odell. They're 2 different skill sets, but for what the value we're getting Cooks for like $6 million this year. 15 plus nah. No. Maybe D-Hop can get that money, but no. But y'all let me know what y'all find in the comments. 1, Michael Gallup at a 3. At the peak of his powers. is dangerous to me. What do y'all think? You know, it's at least decent. How you feel about the Odell deal, right? And how you feel about the fact that we still probably gonna draft a receiver? Is that an indictment on Michael Gallup? Let me know. It's your boy, Mr. Rome, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Easter Sunday.